it's your girl Alicia Renee, and I am here with the highly requested hair journey video. Okay, so I have been natural for a total of about 6.5, 7 years. I'm 2014, which would put me at 7 years. And I decided to do so because always had relaxers for one, just to tame my hair, because I had so much hair. It was just easier to deal with when it was in a relaxed state versus a natural state. It wasn't because my hair was like super nappy or I hated my natural hair. That wasn't the case. It just was so much hair that it was just much easier to deal with and to maintain in a relaxed state. So that's why, and I was getting relaxers in the first place. So then in 2012, I deployed to Afghanistan, and me, being young, not really knowing, I was washing my hair with the water there, for the almost year that we were down there. And by the time I came back, my hair was just tortured. Like, my hair was just so damaged. There was really no recovering, really no repairing, with the, the combination of the relaxers and the harsh water that I was using. It just was pretty much no turning back. So I wanted to go natural, but I was afraid to do the whole big chop thing. So what I did was, from 2014 to 2015, I grew my hair out. I stopped getting relaxers, and I just grew it out, and I slowly clipped my relaxed ends. And I'll insert a picture of what it looked like when I finally got rid of all my relaxed ends. And then my journey began. I started to see my true curl pattern. I'll insert a picture here. And I started to fall in love with it. And I stayed committed. I stayed to it. I was in the military, and it was very hard to keep my hair in regulations while it was in its natural state, because it was still, even though I cut it, it was still so much hair. My hair was so thick. So I pretty much stayed with a bun, to the back, which was not doing my edges any justice. Just the constant tension and the constant having to put in a bun every day, was thinning my hair. Or I would do braids, or that was pretty much it. The back bun or the braids into a bun, and that was pretty much my go-to. And then I didn't decide to lock my hair until after I got out of the military. I did consider it, but at the time I considered locking my hair, locks were not within regulation, right? Yeah, so locks were not allowed in the military at that time. So I ended up getting out in October 2019, and I decided to lock my hair August 3rd of 2020. Yeah. And the reason I locked my hair was, for one, I was always very low maintenance. I probably had 2 sew-ins in my whole life, maybe 3. I'll insert pictures. And braids, but other than that, like, I did dye my hair one time red. I'll insert a picture. But other than that, I was just real low maintenance. I really never did much to my hair. And everybody always say, you got all this pretty hair, you never do nothing to it. I just never done nothing to it. So I was like, okay, like, let me lock it. So for that reason, and also there was some spiritual meaning behind it. I was going through a very hard time in my life. I was going through a breakup, and I was just struggling to find my identity, struggling to find who I really was. Spending, 8, almost 9 years in the military, and then just exiting, I kind of was like lost in the world. I kind of didn't know where I fit in, where I belong, what was my purpose, what I was supposed to do. Because I was so, I guess I kind of identified with the military. So now it's like I was out here on my own. It's like, okay, I got to find me. And so I decided to lock my hair. And what I wanted to do is I wanted it to symbolize commitment. And transparent moment, commitment is one of the things that I really struggle with. I've always struggled with. And when I started this journey, I had a long talk with myself. I had a long talk with God. And I said, you know what? I'm tired of being inconsistent with things in my life. When I take this leap to lock my hair, I will remain consistent. I will commit to this journey. And here I am, a little over a year, and I ain't going nowhere. Everything that I just used to start, you know, I would start and then stop, then start and then stop. Everything from business ventures to, you know, reading books or projects. Like I will always start, stop, quit, not commit. You know what I'm saying? And I just was like, you know what, God, that stops now, because that small commitment and inconsistent habit that I had, you know, it trickled over to other areas of my life. You know, I wasn't, you know, consistently praying how I wanted to. I wasn't consistently, you know, exercising proper tools for when it comes to raising my children. It just kind of spilled over in my life. And when I had this long talk with myself and with God, you know, all those things started to come to light. And I was like, wow, this is something that I need to correct, and I needed to correct it now. So I decided to commit to locking my hair, and I'm not stopping. Like, this is a lifetime commitment. The only time I get rid of my locks is if they get to thinning, like Stevie Wonder. I wonder if Stevie Wonder know that his locks is thinning since he can't see. Okay. Anyway. But yeah, it's been a year and some change. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Here is a clip of what my hair looks like today. And the growth is like amazing. Now, I will say this. In the beginning, well, even now, just a little bit. But in the beginning, I was so disappointed in the amount of shrinkage, because my hair was literally mid-back length, probably past the middle of my back. And I'll insert a picture here of how long my hair was right before I got it locked. And I started my locks with the coil method. And what I didn't understand is the amount of shrinkage that would happen with this method. When I jumped into the journey, it was probably a little premature, because I didn't quite study and understand the different methods to start the locks. And now that I know what I know now, I kind of wish I would have started with 2-strand twists, because with my grade of hair, I felt like I would at least been able to maintain some of my length. But with the coils, my hair went from this to this, and I was like, it was beautiful. Like, I loved it. I loved how bouncy they were, but I was just like, man, like, I did not know they were going to be short. But as you can see, they are growing, and I love them. So yeah, this is first year, probably about 14 months. And then what I'll do is I'll come and I'll do monthly, or I'll do monthly updates, because my goal is to self-maintain my own locks. I maintain my son's locks. I'll insert a little before and now picture of him too. I maintain his locks. I'm getting better and better. So the goal is for me to maintain my own locks. So one of these days I will attempt to wash and retwist my own hair. But for now, I'm gonna leave it up to the professionals. But that's it, y'all. If y'all have any more questions, don't hesitate to comment below. I will answer all your questions. If you are looking for a natural hair oil and natural moisturizer for your locks and for your hair, shop Sabra Measures. You already know, promotes natural and healthy hair growth, 100% organic. So yeah. Thanks for watching, y'all. I love you. Thank you so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.